Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real right here. Over there is Theo B. If we together, you know it's Friday vibing. It's Friday vibing. What up, what up, what up? What's happening?
Just
What's
got paid
going on? What's going on, Theo?
Friday
What's going
night.
on, bro?
Man,
What's going on?
man, listen, it's Friday. I woke up. I'm in a good mood. I'm talking to my brother. Um,
Dig, dig,
it's
dig.
it's 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 been a solid week. You feel what I'm saying? It's been a solid week and everything like that, man. Listen, I'm I can't, bro. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling good tonight.
I'm feeling good too, and I'm gonna be feeling better if everything work out. You dig?
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Folks in the
Come on,
building.
somebody.
Who up in the building in here? Groovy. Groovy Fee up in the building. What's
Groovy,
going what's going
groovy
on? What's going
tonight.
on, Groovy? What's happening? What's
Really
happening,
do like
bruh?
the way you groove, hey.
That part.
Hey, really
That
do like
part.
the way you groove, hey.
Yeah, Groovy in the building.
Oh,
Of
yes,
course.
sir. Yes, sir.
Always, always, you know what I'm saying? Grand Madam Chero. She in the
No doubt
building.
the lovely Grand Madam Tarot. There we
She
go.
in there. She in there. She in there like swimwear. You know what I'm saying? Um, and we got some Anansi in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? He's saying, hey, what's happening, everybody?
A Nazi
Um,
in the building.
that's all. That's the Rock with Me Nation. I see. It might be some other folks sliding in here as the evening progress, but look here, man. Um, we have a few little chewy topics we want to get off into. You dig?
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Let's make it do what it do tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Do what it do tonight. Yeah, let's make it do what it's gonna do.
Okay. You had asked me a couple questions about Thunderbolts, Secret
About
Avengers,
who?
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. I did.
Secret Avengers, whatever the hell they calling it at the moment. Uh, um, I'm gonna sit back and what are your questions, sir?
You know what? I thought I had a question, but for 2 years now, we've been asking, please don't let that MCU synergy come over to the comics.
mm, long
Kind
time,
of like that
long,
dude.
long,
Kind
long
of like
time,
that dude, huh?
long time. We've been asking that.
Yeah. And I hear the dude in the background saying, please, let me write something. I don't get to the let me write that donkey part. I just hear him in the background saying, please. Well, they got a comic book out now called The Thunderbolts Asterisk. Why?
Uh, um, a
The
lot of
Red Guardian
times,
is on that team.
right? Who? Oh, Red
Bucky
Guardian.
is on that team.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. The Winter Soldier is on that. The Black Widow. My question is,
it,
who first of all, the damn asterisks. What we doing that for? Who that for? Cause that ain't for the movie fan. Cause the movie fan don't give a damn about the comic book. So why would you put that asterisk on there any day? You know what? Never mind. Never mind.
well, I mean,
Never mind. Never mind. You know what? I ain't collecting it no damn way. It don't even matter. I didn't go see the damn movie. Thank you. I saved some money. I ain't buying that damn comic book. It is what it is. It is what it is. They like it. I love it.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. What you said, I was not overly interested. I mean, and
I
I
could
even said
afford
it. I mean,
everybody and their
I
mama.
got receipts. I even said the movie gonna do good, but define good.
I ain't heard, seen, read nowhere where a comic book fan said, yeah, yes, let me get the comic books to mirror what we got in the MCU.
Kamoyo King in the building. What up, Kamoyo?
What's going on, my brother? What's going on? I don't know why. I don't know who, what, when. I said today we need to be focused more on the editors. I said today we need to be focused more on it. I said today. I said, you know what? We don't say nothing about the editors. I'm trying to figure out the room. Who pitched the idea? Like I would love to be in the room. I want to be in the room when this idea hit. Hey, I got an idea. What? You know we got that movie out, right? Right. What say we do a comic book, Thunderbolts Asterisk, and we put the Red Guardian on the team and the Black Widow. Isn't she an Avenger? She ain't got to be. Besides, they already got a team. You gonna put the Red Guardian. You know they don't have Thunderbolt ties, right? So you want us to mimic the movie. Because she's not a villain, and neither is the Red Guardian. And while the MCU might be doing their thing, over here in the comic books, we do know that this team started off as villains, right?
Well, there's a
We don't
lot
talk about
of
the
elements. There was a lot of elements left on the cutting room floor of the original Thunderbolt. Like Zemo. Zemo is sitting right there, alive and well, someplace. We know he's alive because we didn't see him get killed. Because when a villain gets killed, we seem to make a big to-do about it in the MCU. So why couldn't Zemo have been the mastermind behind the Thunderbolts? It would have worked just as well, but we still would have been maintaining the essence of what the Thunderbolts are, and not like say, "Ooh, look over here, we got a Suicide Squad too."
See, if I'd have knew this was what I wanted to do, but of course I would have had to be a comic book fan to know this, then what would have wound up happening is in quite a few of these MCU shows, members of the Masters of Evil would have been making their appearances, getting locked up. That way, I want to do the Thunderbolts. I got everybody in place. I got
and they still could have did it. They still could have did it, and
now watch this.
They could have made it. They could have made it a underlying theme under a theme. You know what I'm saying?
Here's why it would have worked.
Everything, yeah, it could have totally did it.
There, watch this. Here's why it would have worked. There are no Avengers currently in the MCU. This would have made the perfect time for a villain team to take on the appearance of being superheroes, because there aren't any right now. Yeah, we see that's not one for one though. See how we can do this as comic book fans. See, that's not a one-to-one adaptation, because we didn't mention Onslaught not one damn time. We borrowing from that storyline. See how they go? Borrow. See, borrow. Watch this. Borrowing. See how we had Titania and She-Hulk? Yeah. Should have been Moonstone, but we could easily sub in Titania in the Thunderbolts for Moonstone. We can. We can give a whole new ass superhero name and everything like that. Yeah, we could do that. See, that's not a one-to-one comparison, but it still follows what? The source.
Yeah.
But what do we know? I started to say clearly the general audience liked the movie, but then I would be lying because the general audience really didn't F with that movie like that. Wonder why?
I don't know. But you know, in my mind, I always saw like, to me, if you look at a comic book, right? Like the Justice League, the Avengers, whoever, they be busy. They be busy getting together to fight threats. They be busy fighting threats solo dolo. You know what I'm saying? They be busy doing all kinds of stuff. So it's like only one threat at a time pops up. It just seemed like the what you got one major baddie. Because to me, when I read a comic book, it seemed like it's another one waiting in the wings. Sometimes it would have been it would be cool if we seen them and they seen them both in a movie. Like you mentioned, the Masters of Evil. Why couldn't we have had the Masters of Evil in Age of Ultron? And in Age of Ultron, wouldn't it also have worked if Ultron was the mastermind behind the Masters of Evil? And guess what? That actually happened in a comic book. Ultron was the Crimson Cowl. And the Crimson Cowl was a villain that was sponsoring the second Masters of Evil. Guess who was in the second Masters of Evil? Claw. Claw was in the second Masters of Evil. Hey, we had Claw cinematic. Oh, wait a minute, you killed him. So there goes Claw.
And mind you, who deleted it? Not the dude that was supposed to.
I didn't know Claw was dead in the comic books. Is Claw dead?
No, he ain't. But I'm just saying, who it would have made sense for to delete him? He didn't delete it.
See, and that's what I mean. It's like you leave so much on the cutting room floor. You leave so much in the boardroom that doesn't even get explored, and you could have like a jewel sitting right there that you never made into a motion picture.
You know what the MCU is? Because you said something. You said the comic book. You know what MCU is? You got DC Comics, you got Marvel Comics, and you got the MCU Comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
The MCU Comics keep advertising stuff that I'm like, I don't want that. And mind you, we treat them no differently than we treating comic books in general. All the MCU is comic books in video format. That's it. It's comic books in video format. Well, yeah. That comic book company ain't got nobody over there I give two damns about. And the ones that I do, by and large, the ones that I do, which ain't that many, they don't write them right. I've been hollering at the editor-in-chief. The editor-in-chief ain't trying to hear what I'm talking to. I'm like, hey man, you writing them characters wrong. I don't care. Okay.
I'm gonna keep writing them how I want to keep writing them, and I don't care nothing about you that be shelling out $3.99, $4.99, $5.99 for a book.
I ain't finna do that. We don't do that at the comic book store. I ain't finna do that at the movie theater.
That part right there. But I mean, you will let somebody know how you feel though. I'm gonna let somebody.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to you. But mind you, we talking to the comic book, this particular comic book company, and we keep telling them it's bad, right? No, they say they're coming out with too many comic books. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Not when people are talking about it being a dying art form.
No, how the dude said in the little gift? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Absolutely not. No,
you're not. You have to be coming out with two movies twice. You have to be coming out with a movie twice a month for folks to be talking about, oh, they coming out with too much stuff. You're not. You're not even averaging 12 projects a year. You're not. You're not. So that ain't what that is. And Marvel comic books put out stuff every Wednesday. DC Comics put out stuff every Wednesday.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see a couple of these comments here. Black Panther in the building. What's up, man? He said
Black Panther.
He said that new Thunderbolts team is coming in June. Kamayo said the MCU pacing is horrendous. Yeah, yeah.
In mind you, you know what? Folks would be like, they always bad mouthing the MCU. We giving constructive feedback though. When you just saying
They
they
don't take
suck.
it that way. So I guess what we got to do is what I have learned to do over the years when in evaluating employees. And is a technique that I think is well known to a lot of people. And it's called two positives and a negative.
Yeah, I'm familiar
Okay.
with that, big bro. I'm familiar with that technique.
And when it comes to the MCU, my positive is you could do that even better than how you did it. You know what I'm saying? Another positive is you introduced the multiverse. Now, the negative about that is you also abused the multiverse. You made it a catch-all for any question, conundrum, problem you feel like you may come across. Oh, it's a variant. Oh, it's another universe. Oh, it's another time. Oh, it's another place. Rather, again, just like Theo said, than tell coherent, compelling stories. You opted for the bag, which I guess that's what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, you ain't giving nothing back, which is not
You know
what you're
what?
supposed to do.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because we're talking film format,
Right.
and the multiverse. This two we act like this is something brand new, and I get it because it's popular talk now because it's in the movie theaters. I'm just gonna go back to Crisis on Infinite Earths, The Flash of Two Worlds. As a matter of fact, for those that's gonna act like they never heard of a multiverse or anything like that until the Marvel Cinematic Universe became a thing, I'm gonna send you a damn lie if you was watching Arrow and the Flash. You're a damn lie. So the whole mindset that you can't do this because that's going on. No, stop. No, you know damn good and well that ain't what that is. What it is you having selective amnesia. You saw two. You saw two flashes. Matter of fact, no. I said two. No, hell no. We saw Barry Allen pop up in the Flash twice, played by two different actors. The original actor that played him, what's my brother? What's the brother name? Wesley Shipp.
John Wesley Shipp.
John Wesley Shipp and Ezra Miller. So I don't want folks stop, oh, well, no, Marvel gave you, I'm gonna say you saw it, DC gave you three different flashes. Three. So we're not gonna do this. We not gonna make excuses for why this can't be done over here. Now that we've clapped and celebrated it being done someplace else.
That part. That part. And I think as it relates to the Thunderbolts, I think Paul Martin's got a pretty good comment. And he said 30-something MCU movies and maybe what? 4 villains who are evil for evil's sake. Red Skull, Claw, Stain, and Cross. Yeah. 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 And I mean, that says a lot about how compelling, again, a movie can be because of the antagonist that you pit against your hero. So, yeah, I agree, 100%.
I don't think we would ever watch this. because yeah, Marvel does have a bad habit of wanting to make villains sympathetic. I don't know who that's for, but I don't think we're looking at the person that assassinated John F. Kennedy. I don't think we're making that person sympathetic if we do a dramatic retelling of the story. I don't think that's what we're doing. If we do a dramatic retelling of how Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, I don't think we're gonna go out of our way to make Booth a sympathetic. I don't think that's what we're doing.
Let a
So
villain
I
be
don't
a
know.
villain. Let a villain
Huh?
be. Let a villain be dastardly. Let a villain do villain shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to feel sorry for the villain. I mean, if you got that as a compelling story, cool, but don't make that every story. Magneto was right. Killmonger was right. Who else is gonna be right? Carly Morgenthau was right.
I'm
Are we
gonna say
just
this.
doing it to make a t-shirt?
Why would I ever make the villain? And I'm just asking a question here. Why would I ever make the villain sympathetic at the hero's expense? Like I can get it, to your point. No, we're not gonna make every villain sympathetic. Some villains have a backstory. Sandman is one of them, but not every Spider-Man villain is sympathetic.
Not at all.
So, it loses it loses the specialness behind it if we're finna do that with every. Because if that's the case, Ultron was a sympathetic villain. I don't know why, like I said, if that's the case, am I really finna do a story, a dramatic retelling of World War II, and I'm finna try and write Adolf Hitler as a sympathetic villain?
Some
No,
people
I don't. I
would.
don't.
I mean, there are people who will tell a sad version of that
I,
story.
I, don't, I ain't finna do that.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. But
Listen,
like,
for me to feel good about doing that, there better be some clear-cut stuff in history that I can draw reference to where I can say that's history. Can't be mad at me because I repeated history. But I ain't finna just go willy-nilly. No, I ain't doing that.
Like that there.
Doing that.
Just like that there. What we got? Somebody, what you would say, Paul Martin. Oh, yeah. What you say, Loki is Danny Ocean or Thomas Crown now? I like that. I like that. That's great. But we can shift topics. I mean, since we was talking about DC, real quick, and I know the Rock Baby Nation gonna want to participate too. Quick question. I know you know. It's kind of rhetorical though. But who was the first black superhero in DC Comics?
No, they're not gonna know. Well, some gonna know, some not gonna know.
I bet Paul Martin knows.
He might know. It's some that I expect to know, but if they don't know, I get it, and it would be because of why they know that memory has been overwritten with some more recent stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Right.
That's what I was saying. I think you go ahead. This your segment. This your topic. Go ahead, big dog.
Okay. Well, here go the thing. Here go the thing, y'all. Does it count that a character appears one way in their first appearance, but then in a later comic appears another way?
They ain't gonna know. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna know now.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right. I'm seeing some answers coming in. I'm seeing some answers coming in. Yeah, okay. I'm talking actual chronological order, not comic book chronological order. I'm talking about in 1969, what black superhero was in DC Comics? In 1972, what black superhero was in DC Comics? In 1970, that's what I mean. Not how the comics say we gonna retroactively make Amazing Man appear in World War II. But if you go back to the golden age of comics and find a comic book with the Justice Society in it, I guarantee you ain't gonna find no Amazing Man. And if you do, his ass wasn't gonna be black.
That's all.
So, somebody would say not Lobo. No, it's not. The Lobo is Lobo. Lobo's like the direct opposite of black, ain't he?
I think we saying Lobo black because his attitude. You know what? Can we just go ahead and call Lobo a Randy Savagean? Because that's who that is. That's a Randy Savage.
He's something. Kamoyo goes with the obvious answer and says Jon Stewart, and no, it is not Jon Stewart. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure, I give you one Malcolm Duncan, aka Mal Duncan, as he first appeared in Teen Titans in 1970.
I'm telling you. No, they don't know.
A full 2 years before Jon Stewart showed his face. Now, I know some of you more educated Rock With Me Nation people are saying, but D, Mal Duncan didn't have no powers. And neither does Batman. What you talking about? Is my answer to that. Hey, you know one thing Mal Duncan had? He had hands. Mal Duncan could fight, and that's the only reason the Titans asked him to join. They said, boy, you got some hands, boy, you nice with it. You need to join the Titans. But for the people who keep talking about he ain't got no powers, bam, he became a whole damn guardian.
You know what? We only talk about us not having powers because our heroes don't whoop ass like other heroes do that ain't got no power. You got Daredevil sitting right there. Daredevil ain't got no damn physical powers where he can whooping ass like that. No, he got radar.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Daredevil ain't superhuman damn strong. No, Daredevil can see you coming from a mile away with his damn radar, but no.
Right, my
we got that's why I sit up there, bro. I'm like, I ain't seen folks be thinking it's me. It don't be me, because sometimes I go back because see, I be trying to prove myself wrong. I ain't seen none. Let me tell you something. The only people I didn't seen like me whoop ass in a movie consistently were the Doors. That's it. I can't say Gabe whooped ass like that. We ain't really seen it. Sam ain't whooped no ass. The times we seen Sam whoop ass was once in Infinity War, once in Endgame. Other than that, Sam stayed getting his damn wings ripped off, kicked across the damn room some damn well. That's what that is. Okay, well,
and now given the what exactly what you're saying, and I agree. If Mal Duncan was written better, we could still have a Guardian comic book right now. Okay?
Right now.
But you know what? We did y'all solid. And they was like, you know what? We don't like the Guardian shit. You know what? Get that man his own abilities. Get that man his own powers. You know that they gave him a horn.
So that's Ty. So what? You ready? This me. I'm like, damn. So you made him Tyrok?
Bruh, I'm just saying. What it says to me is the writers of that time didn't know what to do with Malcolm Duncan. They didn't know. I mean, and to a lesser degree, his girlfriend, Karen Beecher, arguably the first black female superhero over at DC, and you ain't giving her more love, you ain't giving her more love. I find that weird. And but I understand it's because a lot of writers don't know how to write black characters.
And they married too.
Yeah, exactly. They could be a family, couldn't they?
You know, I don't know if it was you said, somebody said something to me like they should have been in a power company.
A lot of people think that.
And I'm like, yeah,
a lot of people think that.
They're missing that connection. The only connection they have is the Titans. And even with that, we could put an asterisk by that because it's Titans West. So they don't have that connection to a more recognizable superhero, you know, like Dick got Bruce and all that other good stuff. So they don't have that. And then we're not putting them in a teen comic book where they could be seen as taking, you know, a major role in the teen comic book. Because honestly, I think Mal has demonstrated the qualities of a leader. Bumblebee has demonstrated the qualities of a leader. It is off to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Paul Martin. It wasn't a magic horn, I don't think, but I think it was technically it was tech that was built. And he was able to
well, I know something happened during
between
Crisis.
Go ahead.
Countdown to Crisis, where he and Bumblebee experienced something, and the device he was using merged with his vocal cords, and so he actually had superhuman abilities. And then she got stuck at a giant size.
Huh.
If I'm not mistaken. So I would have to research and see what those characters' current status are with their abilities. I know we ain't seen them in Justice League Unlimited.
Who?
Them two.
Yeah. Well,
not the comic book.
I don't think I've seen since Young Justice.
Yeah. Bumblebee showed up in Teen Titans, but that was about it. I don't think Mal did.
Nah. And they had an opportunity too, but I mean, you know, that they want who they want.
That's crazy. We can't think of one superhuman ability to give Mal Duncan. Just give him some super strength. That's all. Just give him some super strength. 3D man, Power Man, give him some.
Yeah.
Ain't that hard? Invisible Kid, give him some.
Well,
he can turn into something.
We ain't even arguing the point of whether or not we know he popped, whatever incarnation it was, he popped up first. At least in DC anyway. And I don't know, should the first character you make of a type or a kind be the best? Should Falcon, should Sam Wilson be the best black character?
Should Sam Wilson be the best black character?
Yeah.
I mean, we could have that argument if a writer gave a damn. I don't even know how to contemplate that right now.
Well, it seems like he's been elected the one to give the most to, because over the years it seems like he's the one that's had the least.
Well, you said say that again. He seems like
the one that they want to give the most to in comics, in movies, out of all the black characters. That's the one they want to give time. They want to contribute. They want to build. They want to
Watch
improve.
this.
They want to.
Watch this. So I would say, yeah, you're right. Seems to. That's what it seems like. But if I go back to his previous run, right? So let me see, what did we get with Sam Wilson in the previous run? His main antagonist was Hunter. So we had people using Americans, Black Americans, who were going to Wakanda. Stop me when I'm wrong. But we had them loaded with something so they would literally be bombs when they got to Wakanda. And supposedly this was Hunter's doing to destabilize Hunter. This was his doing to destabilize Wakanda. And in that run, Sam got into a physical altercation with T'Challa. We saw him be able to use his birds, get into a physical altercation with Hunter, and that was it. Because this battle did not take place in America. And Hunter is not an A1 villain.
At all. At all.
So how did I elevate his confrontation with a villain? One, we can't really say it's world threatening. It threatens Wakanda, but it's not world threatening, and this is Captain America. Well, if I want to make him an effective Captain America, shouldn't whatever problems he be facing initially target America? Why did I want to make this about Africa? Oh, never mind.
Who is Sam Wilson, Captain America's arch foe? Does he have one? Maybe that's why he can't elevate to that level that y'all want him to elevate to, because you haven't given him a Red Skull. You haven't given him a Lex Luthor. You haven't given him a Loki. You haven't given him a Killmonger or a Claw.
Nope. None of that.
So, that being the case, why do they keep putting all the attention on him? Is it because they know that when all of this attention and, you know, whatever is being heaped on him runs out, it's just going to pull the plug? And there ain't going to be no more Sam Wilson, at least not in the level of prominence that he is currently enjoying.
Even with what you just said, big bro, in the last series he had, he was facing off against a Black Panther villain. In the movie in which he debuted as Captain America, he was facing off against two Hulk villains. In this particular series he's in, while we do get Josiah Bradley, he's facing off again against a Red Hulk.
Hence my point. Why they ain't taking the time to give this man a arch foe? Somebody, I mean, and it's not too late to do it. Sometimes you can do something to somebody's villain, maybe maim them or take something away from them or foil one of their plots so badly that they go, you on my radar too. And though he may not be, you may not be his arch villain, he's your arch villain.
For instance, Slade Wilson. That's not a Batman villain.
Exactly. But if you see Batman, it's some, you know, it's some hands coming Batman's way for sure. You know, and that's what I mean. It's just like they keep doing this round robin thing. It's like they throw the Serpent Society in there and go, and we want to make the Serpent Society hate him too. But you know what I mean? It's like it don't feel the same if Steve ain't there.
It's one of them things where clearly it can be done. They when Night Thrasher popped up on the scene, the New Warriors got their comic book and everything. Night Thrasher in the solo series, they created brand new villains. Them villains still sit around today. That's how you elevate a character. And I think DC put out a DVD or a DVD a long time ago and they were talking about specifically their villains. And I think you said it last night.
Necessary evil.
Yeah, thank you. Necessary evil. That's exactly what it was. I think you know, broached on the topic last night. A hero is only as good as their villain.
Facts. Facts. You name any prominent hero, I can name you as just as prominent or close to prominent villain.
That's why Wonder Woman struggles. Her role gallery ain't that okay.
Cheetah and Cersei.
Them characters don't get no major shine like that. Cheetah ain't nobody that's sitting over there threatening other heroes and threatening the world on her own. And Cersei ain't either. Well, that's where Diana's struggling at.
Cersei might be a wee bit more busier than Cheetah, but not too much.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Luthor runs the Injustice game, or whatever they want to call it, the Legion of Doom. Well, the most dangerous person on the Legion of Doom, the way they wrote it, is the Joker. You can't put the Legion of Doom together and not ask him. It's up to him whether or not he gonna accept or not. And even then, you better leave the door open, because he gonna act the donkey. Okay, that's them two. Bruce villain, Clark's villain. What role does Cheetah play? They don't have a trinity of villains over there in DC. And that's the problem. To your point, that's what makes it a problem with these other heroes, Sam Wilson. You don't have a villain. You don't have an arch nemesis.
Yeah, that's that's about the gist of it.
I think right now, if I had to say who Miles's arch nemesis was, it's still a Spider-Man villain, but I would say it's the Vulture.
Man, Miles Morales is surviving purely on fan juice. So that's how it feels, man, because it's like Miles Morales ain't got to do nothing. But you say Miles Morales, it's like a couple thousand people like Miles Morales. But it's like, what's so great about Miles Morales? He's Miles Morales. I like Miles Morales. Don't get it twisted. I like Miles Morales, but it's like justified.
Let me ask you a question. Staying right there with Miles, right? Now I got to be careful because I don't want to upset no Miles Morales fan. I'm talking about me. I'm asking you. Is it wrong that I feel some type of way watching Miles still run around in the costume that T'Challa got him, but I can't watch T'Challa run around like that?
Well, it just confirms what we've been saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did a video on that, about, how is it Miles Morales only been around since the 2010s. T'Challa been around since the 60s. But Miles Morales reached 200 issues before T'Challa did.
And we wrong. We crazy for asking that question. That's the thing. Both be trying to make it seem like y'all crazy. No, we're not.
How in the hell
did he
reach 200 issues in like a couple of years? A couple of years, man. It's like they take everything together and combine it. And it's like, okay, that's fine. You can take everything Miles Morales did over 10, 15 years and combine it and add up to 200 issues, and some shit he did over 57 years, 58 years. It don't add up to 200 issues?
Bro, I sit up here like this. I'll be like, that's like saying I was born in 1968. Somebody born in 2008, but now they older than me. How did
or they got more prestige than you, or they got more respect than you.
Well, that's possible depending on how I conducted myself. But the fact that you older than me, how did you know? You can't. That's not even possible. That's unless somebody just stopped me from aging for a little bit.
We know what it is. because there was years and years and years and years and years and years T'Challa didn't go with no comic book. I mean, think about it. Let's chart all the appearances, and we can do it because I'm here. That T'Challa has made mainly, I mean, largely in comics. We talking about Fantastic Four. Those were appearances. There wasn't no run in no comic book. T'Challa appeared in Fantastic Four. Wasn't no run. T'Challa appeared in Tales of Suspense. That was like 2-3 issues, and it's Captain America's book at the time. That's not a whole bunch of T'Challa. So by that time, it's like 67. T'Challa only been around a year, and he's appeared in.
And can I say this?
And then he popped up in Daredevil, and then that's when him and Daredevil started being buddies. But at all of these appearances, all this appearance, he popping up in everybody's comic book. Guess what? He didn't get his own book.
Watch this. I'm gonna take it a step further, because some will have a tendency to zone out if you just say T'Challa. How many issues does Luke Cage have?
Of his original book, 49.
Okay, here we go. How many does
and then he had to run. He had to run in that other book, but I don't even think that one lasted like 20 issues. But
how many does Captain Marvel, aka Monica Rambeau, have?
Shit. You gotta have a book first. You gotta have a monthly.
I like this one.
You gotta have a monthly.
How many does how many? Well, she's had some.
No, I mean a monthly regular comic that lasts longer than 15 issues. He ain't had that.
How many does Sam Wilson have as the Falcon? Oh, my bad. How many does Sam Wilson have as a character? I bet ain't none of them titles in 200s.
No. Of course not. He didn't really start getting pub until like what was it, 2015?
Is Sam getting pub now because he's taking on the Captain America mantle, or because they writing him better?
No, that's what I'm saying. He took it was like maybe like close to 20 when he took on the mantle. And I don't even think it ain't even been. Wait a minute, let me stop. When did Captain America 25 come out with Sam Wilson on the cover as Captain America? What year was that? Was that like what, 20-something, 2020 something? Help me out here, Rock With Me Nation, because I don't feel like looking it up.
No, I don't feel like looking it up.
I'm being honest. You know what? I go ahead and look it up. Bump it. Right, but when I start looking it up, somebody gonna pull it out.
I ain't mad at that, big dog. I understand that. I don't want to look it up. Kamoyo got me today, boy. He had me stuck. He said, Theo, what about he said in the annulment? I couldn't do it off of memory, big dog. And I don't like speaking if I can't. No, I said, you know what? I said, you know what? I ain't messing with them in a month because I ain't really needed them like that. I ain't messing with them in a couple of months.
2014.
That sounds about right.
2014, Sam Wilson became Captain America. So 11 years.
I'm gonna ask the question again. Oh, excuse me. Hang on. I did get the day started early. I think when it's all said and done, bro, it's hard because of how we get down as comic book fans and everything like that. If you telling me, because I ain't trying to hold you, but if you look like me and you telling me such and such and so is your favorite character, don't quote me the origin from the MCU. That's gonna say a whole lot. You're not that person. You're not a fan of that character. You not. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm hearing way too many folks say they fans of this, that, and the third, and can't quote the origin story.
So Mario say Pete's fan base has aged with him. Miles is for the younger fan base, just like Spider Boy is for the children. Hey,
they got a Spider Girl coming.
Hey,
they got a Spider Girl coming, dude.
That sounds a lot like a mantle to me. That sounds like a mantle.
Bro, did you hear what I just said?
What'd you say? They coming out with what?
They got a Spider Girl coming out, dude.
Okay. What am I supposed? How am I supposed to feel about that?
This is what I said.
You already got Spider-Man and Spider-Boy. Might as well.
She seemed like she the same age as Spider-Boy. She seemed like she the same age as Spider-Boy. I saw it and I like, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with me. Say this ain't got.
Man, they coming up with all these little hokey versions of everybody, man. Because you see they made Iron Fist 2 people. Iron Fist is a dude and a little middle school girl.
I guess
the versions we got ain't good enough.
So there are some of us that are in our feelings about Marvel not saying anything about Ironheart. I ain't know Ironheart was still on the schedule, still on the docket. They say Ironheart is getting ready to come out and Marvel not pushing it.
Gee,
and I sit back, I be conflicted. Because I be like, one, you don't know about that character, you don't give two damn about that character. You just want to see that character. And you don't care about how that character gonna be represented. You just want that damn character. I'm conflicted because I'm like, you're not gonna know a damn thing about the character in the comic books. Thus, you're gonna start quoting stuff that you didn't seen in a bullshit ass movie and in a bullshit ass series. And your impression of this character is gonna be she's some streetwise college genius that hustles people. and that's what you mad about. That's what you mad about. You not getting advertised.
You
know what I stand corrected. I'm of the mindset. I believe we could do we could do a Jim Jones. We could do a Jim Jones. As a matter of fact, this me being petty. We do Jim Jones every day. We just don't do it with a drink. We don't. We do Jim Jones every day. It's by video format. Yeah, we do. We do. And because we do it willingly. And get mad when somebody, hey man, hey, don't drink that. Shut up. Tell me what the drink tastes good. And it's poison. You don't know what you're talking about, old man. Shut up. I saw them mix it. I saw them mix it. You ain't know what the hell you were looking at. You blind any damn way. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go drink it. Drink it. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me.
Kamoyo has something to say about mantles. He said mantle only works if it is passed down. A legacy expands out from a central source. Bruce and the Bat family is a perfect example, or Bron and Bronny, or Coach Prime and his sons. Yeah, legacy is something that moves. Yeah, because I mean, if we talk about a Bat mantle, shoot, that ain't just Robins or Batman adjacent characters. You got Bat girls and Bat women and Bat wings, and you know what I'm saying. So it's Bat everything. So tell me that ain't a mantle. But we ain't getting rid of Bruce.
I'm gonna double down on it. The only time a mantle means a mantle is when we talking about Black Panther.
That's the only time to mean you gotta give it up and stop talking, and we ain't open for the discussion. So I mean, yeah.
Meanwhile, watch this. Meanwhile, over here in DC Comics, I got quite a few Flashes running around. I ain't trying to be funny, but I got quite a few characters named Flash running around. I got quite a few characters named Wally West running around.
I know that Green Lantern is a job title. However, a lot of folks in Sector 2814 are employed by the Green Lantern Corps from Earth.
Yeah, I got a couple of Adams.
It's
and they work together.
Bruh, it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. And see, and that's what they don't understand. They doing the very same thing that forced them to do Crisis on Infinite Earth. They're making everything convoluted again. They are making every character a redundancy. They're making every character.
But they can do it though.
Alternate.
Right, but they can do it though, Daryl. We being told over here. See, that's the thing. We'll celebrate them doing it over here. We'll make an excuse why it can't be done over here. It's two Batmans walking around over there. It's two, but we can't get two. We can't get one Black Panther. Forget two.
Yeah,
because it's a mantle. Because it's a mantle.
It's like it's like Derek Bonesman said, man. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see it. It represents something that. And I was talking to somebody today. I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a second, but I was talking to somebody today, and they said to me that a lot of Caucasian people in this country fear for their existence. And so that is why a lot of times you hear what you hear coming out of their mouths and them saying what they say and them doing the things that they're, because they feel like, okay, they got to fight for their existence and every day and every way because everybody's trying to make them extinct. And everybody's trying to get rid of them. I know not everybody thinks that way, but there is a huge contingent that thinks that way. And so, that being said, that mindset,
you know what?
That mindset,
you know what?
That mindset, who's to say that mindset is not shared by writers? It's not shared by artists. It's not shared by editors. And so, that's why you get what you get sometimes. I mean, you have to think about that. Go ahead, throw the flag, man. If you got throw the flag.
You know what? I just want folks to stop lying. I just want folks to stop lying and own your shit. Because I've been told throughout my lifetime, lying ain't good. Theo, we don't want to hear that. Own your shit. I just want folks to own their shit. See, first and foremost, we gonna call a spade and keep this thing above. If you don't like black folks, you stay around a whole bunch of white folks. Say it one more time. You don't like black folks. You stand with you. The person that's cussing you out is you. Your boss that's giving you their ass to kiss, giving you a hard time at the job is you. The person that stole from you is you. The person that whooped your ass is you. The person that cheated on you with your woman is you. It wasn't us. Because you don't with us. So losing your job to who? You don't want to stand on the damn side of the road and pick up a damn thing. So that ain't what you're bitching about. You don't want to be in the damn fields picking up a damn thing. So that ain't what you're bitching about. I know that ain't what you're bitching about because you literally went to a whole other damn country and brought folks over that you claim not to like for them to be out in the fields picking your shit. So that ain't what you're bitching about. When you went to go buy the damn car that you got in your driveway, the person that sold it to you was you. So if you got hustle, it wasn't us. So what the fuck are you losing? What in the fuck? I don't want to hear shit about no damn sports, because all we doing is tap dancing for your ass when we playing sports, entertaining you, and you making money off us then. So I don't want to hear that shit either. And your players, they stand way better chance of becoming coaches and officials than anybody else does. I don't want to hear that shit either. So when it comes to white folks being with their fragile ass egos, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't gonna repeat that shit because that's bullshit. Anybody fucking over the white person is the white person. For me to fuck him over, I got to be on the same damn level. Well, safe to say I ain't there. So stop with all that bullshit. Stop giving fucking excuses for your fucking failings as a fucking person. You ain't got shit because you ain't shit. Get your shit together. That's what you tell everybody else. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit ever a fucking again about what somebody taking from the white man. No, the only person taking something from the white man is the white man.
Protect your peace, because you're going to hear that over and over and over, at least for the next 3 years. So yeah, you might as well just deal, because that's the hill that they are prepared to die on. Trust and believe. Because
I wish a motherfucker would. What I feel, bitch, your feelings ain't real. They feelings. No, you know damn good and well you ain't got no black neighbors, so shut the fuck up with that bullshit. And the motherfuckers you talk to ain't got no black neighbors. Y'all stealing from each other. Stop that.
Well, I already told y'all last night about crime and how crime works. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's got proximity.
You did.
Proximity. You know what I'm saying? If it's a bunch of cops in my neighborhood, hell yeah, I'm gonna get arrested or stopped or you know, depending on what city I'm in, shot. You know what I mean? If I'm in Minnesota, something definitely going down, because there's clearly something wrong with relations in Minnesota. At least with the police, they love to grab folks, throw them on the ground, and break their neck. And
there are some cities, some police officers, where if you driving too close to the speed limit, you suspicious. Bitch, I'm trying not to get a damn ticket. You can't be mad if the damn speed limit say 35 and I'm doing 35. Ain't that's what you want me to do?
If you like a character, and I know this is like totally off the beaten path, if you like a character and that character gets duplicated, kind of like the stuff that Marvel and DC have going on, you know, where I steal one of yours and make me one, you steal one of yours and you steal one of mine and you make you one. So does somebody ever truly come out with a better character? Is the character better? I mean, and I ain't talking about like sales or who got more issues or anything. I'm just talking about, is it a better character? Did you improve on the character I made, or did you just copy my shit? Case in point, Aquaman and Namor. Namor came out first. Is Aquaman an improvement over Namor? Or do they just continue to mimic each other?
See, okay, so I understand the question. You know, because you know we could do that with Elongated Man, Mr. Fantastic, Green Arrow, Hawkeye.
Right.
So I know even with Wade Wilson, Slade Wilson, i.e. Deadpool, Terminator, I can know going in that this character is this comic book's version of that character. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know Arthur Curry, he's an archer. Clint Barton is an archer. So they're both archers.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah, my bad. Oliver Queen, I'm sorry. Arthur Curry, that's Aquaman. So I know they're both archers.
Right.
So I know to a degree they're going to do something similar. You know, it just kind of is what that is.
Right.
What I want though, because like I said, I know to a degree they're based on one another, one's based on the other, depending on who came first. What I be looking for is the execution. So Clint Barton started off in the circus, trained by his brother. Oliver Queen on a safari with his family. They get murdered. A lion goes ape shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and he devotes, got money and everything like that, and starts to the Arrow Cave, you know, Green Arrow. That ain't what how Clint story went though. You know, Clint was with the circus, you know, life of crime, you know, but he didn't want to be a villain. It was just because it got misinterpreted like that, but he always wanted to be a hero. Then he links up with Cap's Kooky Quartet. It's their story is different. And I guess as long as their story is different, the execution is there. I can know going in, they're both archers. You know, both characters are from Atlantis. Okay, that's clearly what that is. Both, you know, I know there are some similarities there. You know, even to a degree, with one has schizophrenia, but even with Moon Knight and Batman, there's some similarities there. You know,
Right.
but as long as the execution is different enough, I'm good. And I will appreciate and respect those characters from being different from one another. I will. But that's me though. That's me though. So
Okay.
I hope I
Well,
answered the
yeah.
question.
So I kind of agree with what you said as far as, you know, as long as they branch out from each other as far as personality, because initially not only were Green Arrow and Hawkeye both archers, Green Arrow and Hawkeye were both outspoken. Green Arrow and Hawkeye were both people who didn't have respect for authority. So they were always at odds with people. Green Arrow was that voice in the Justice League, just like Hawkeye was that voice in the Avengers that spoke for the common guy, that spoke for the little man. Hey, hold up a second. While y'all deciding all this shit about the universe, I'm just a regular old dude with some arrows. Can I have a say in this? So it was that kind of thing with both of them. You know what I'm saying? I remember reading the annual, I think, Avengers annual, where the Grandmaster had like the whole freaking Avengers team turned into the Legion of the Unliving, except for Hawkeye and Captain America. And Hawkeye saved the universe by cheating.
I remember when the Avengers came back and everything like that, it was like giant size Avengers. And I think it was after the initial Secret Wars or whatever, the first one. And they had everybody and their mama on the cover and everything. And they went back in time. And I think Steve woke up first and he woke up Hawkeye. And Steve went to go wake up Tony. And Tony, of course, turned on him. And why would you wake him? Like, that should have been the last person we went to. This is what he wants. Yeah, so there are the differences, but you know, Clint had the relationship with Mockingbird, but that never really felt
real.
Right. Feel like we because the relationship that makes sense is him and Tasha.
Yeah.
That's the relationship that makes sense.
They got history, but Natasha a hoe. Yeah, I said it. Natasha a hoe.
That's the relationship that makes sense, right?
Natasha out here trying to bang everybody. Between her and Jennifer, yeah, they trying to bang everybody.
You know what character Mr. Ray Smith touched on something. You know what character I'm gonna piss some folks off when I say this. You know what character in Marvel Comics really should have a black boyfriend, black husband in Marvel Comics?
Who's that?
Jessica Drew. Spider-Woman.
Didn't Carol Danvers date Rhodey?
Huh?
Didn't Carol Danvers date Rhodey? I mean, didn't she? Ain't that what Civil War II was all about?
Man, listen. I heard that. I ain't seen it nowhere. I ain't saying it ain't happened.
I'm just here so I don't get fired.
I mean, somebody would have to tell me, because damn it, I ain't going off no head nod. No, that, and I ain't going off of we in a relationship. No. Is there somewhere where somebody can point to me in a comic book? Because don't talk to me about no damn hug either. No. Is there somewhere in a comic book where they were swapping spit? Now, if I ain't seen that, because that relationship seemed about as real as the relationship between Hawkeye and Mockingbird.
What about T'Challa in college?
T'Challa and who?
T'Challa in college with Nikki. Everett Ross's girl.
Oh man. See, here's the thing. The way folks have wrote T'Challa is that all the ladies love it. Like, I don't even know what to do with that because, huh?
I said they seem to.
I mean, that's the way they write him. Like, I can't act like when he was being written by John McGregor, I can't act like when he was sitting back chilling like this, in the chair. You remember that scene? I can't act like the artist didn't draw the women looking at him. I saw that. Okay, well, Princess Zandra, she wanted. She wanted. Okay. I read that story with him and Sue. He said no. I read that story. And in that, folks was talking about with Emma. No, if Emma could give T'Challa the cookie, she would. Matter of fact, every female at that outing for Sue, if they could, they would. And I'm not writing none of them stories. Well, I don't know. And one female literally lost her damn mind behind the dude. I mean, literally lost her damn mind. Okay, well.
Yeah. She had a little help, but yeah, she lost her mind.
I don't necessarily know.
She lost half of it when she shot Monica laying out the ship. But then after Chibe got to it, she lost her whole mind.
Wait. Remember the Intergalactic Empire? It was a whole female hollering at him in. Watch this. Him and Aurora, not married. See, this when I be talking about folks don't keep up with the stuff don't make damn sense. You writing this stuff, and she was literally right there in the Intergalactic Empire. That was her dude. Yeah. Told the female straight up, hey, I need you to do whatever you need to do to keep him focused till he get back to me. Oh, you think I can replace you? Sweetie, no. you could never do for him what I can. What? No, you not finna tell me she said that on Ta-Nehisi Coates run, and then all of a sudden, cause this ball, never mind.
Oh.
Because this dude come in, now she don't know she said that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and ain't nobody gonna tell me the age of cocoa and everything like that. She don't remember telling another woman, I don't know who doing this, telling another woman to do whatever you need to do to make sure my man, damn saying he my husband, make sure my man gets back home to me safe and sound. I didn't write that. I didn't write that.
Paul Martin said when Jan and Jen were rating hotness of male Avengers, they ranked T'Challa near the top. They thought his accent was dreamy.
Man, listen. He's 6 feet tall, dog. He tall, dark, and handsome. Speaking of tall, dark, and handsome, can we shift gears for a second?
Go ahead.
Now, how tall are you?
5'10".
It's taller than the average height of the U.S. American men. Congratulations, you a tall brother.
Okay.
No, that's what that is. You a tall brother. How much you weigh?
215.
215. Oh, you a big fella too. Because the average height, the average weight of the American male is 200 pounds. You got him beat by 15. You a big boy.
I don't feel big.
You ever had any problem getting a woman?
No.
You ever been with an older woman?
Yes.
You ever had an older woman teach you some stuff?
Yes.
You ever had an older woman do some freaky stuff to you?
Do what?
Some freaky stuff to you.
An older woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no right or wrong answer. Just ask. Were any of these women black? Were any of these women black?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I asked the question is because I'm trying to figure out, I'm still trying to figure out, and we might be kicking this can down the road just a little too far. But we heard, I know you heard, our brother Shannon. He going through some stuff right now.
Yeah. Discernment.
He going through some stuff right now. And what we fixing to do right now is this ain't about him being right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. I want him to be right because he's a brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want him to be right. I want to work out in his favor. Yes, I do. But being older men, right? It's just some things that I didn't say some stuff, but I wanted to chop it up with another older brother.
Okay.
And you him.
Let me get.
So I want to ask you. Now you've already answered the question, and I just want to go back and revisit them. You've been involved with older women. You said yes. I asked you, were some of those women black? You said yes. I said, have you learned some things from some older women? You said yes. And I asked you, were some of those women black? You said yes. And I said, were some of those older women freaky? You said yes. And I asked you, were some of those women black? You said yes. So it's safe to say you had intimate relations with older black women who not only have taught you some things, but have done some freaky stuff, right? Okay, so I have too.
Okay.
I'm half an inch shorter than you, and you darker than me, so I can never go up to anybody and say I'm tall, because I can't. Well, no, I could, because I'm half an inch taller than 5'8". But I can't tell them I'm big because I weigh 189. I can't say I'm tall, dark. I can't say I'm me.
I thought
of me.
189 was considered a heavyweight.
Yeah, you knocking folks out. I might be kind of like light heavyweight, but I'm not. No, you heavyweight. You and Mike Tyson could make it do what it do.
Now we
I'm too
can't.
light. I got to fight Evander. I got to fight Evander Holy. Well, you know, back in the day, Roy Jones is who I would need to fight. But anyway, the thing is that our brother said that, you know, and I'm paraphrasing here, you know, older women, black women, bossy, don't want to do certain stuff, don't want to be freaky.
Okay.
You know you know we believe in keeping that thing above.
Okay. Well, no. Well, I'll wait till you finish. Go on and finish.
I don't, cause you ever had a woman take you out of town? Huh?
Not take me out of town. No, but I met up.
Okay. You ever had a woman spend some money on you?
Definitely.
So what is he talking about?
You know what? If Shannon was ignorant enough to make all of those statements in public, then number one, he's speaking very little of himself. And number two, obviously, he ain't been around the block. And this is what I mean, we talk about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. We talk about men sowing their oats. We talk about men sowing their oats. Get all of that out of you so that when it's finally time for you to grow up and settle down, you won't be wondering, well, gee, I wonder if I ever could have got this done. Oh, gee, I wonder if, because I can tell you right now, it's going to be some things your wife, who you live with forever, is going to be like, I ain't doing that. And so
that's fair. But how do you, because you ain't been in the NFL in quite some time. So how did you not get this out of your system? Because I ain't trying to be funny. I am trying to be funny. But when the young lady said $25,000 per cheek, when I looked at the cheeks, I was not impressed. Like, no, you can't 20, no, you can't. Because I'm like, I didn't see more impressive cheeks in my lifetime, quite a few from women older than me. So I don't, he's Shannon Sharp. You know, if you tall and you dark, he taller and darker. He's an attractive looking dude. He's an attractive, like, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I'm like, bro, you should just be able to go to a club, dolo solo if you want to. They know who you are, Shannon Sharp. You can afford the VIP lounge if you want to. And you go there, get your drink, you know, bottle service. They gonna come. They coming.
Maybe he addicted. Maybe he got a problem. Maybe he can't keep it in pan. Maybe he got to share the love with everybody, all different shapes, size, colors, and races. Maybe that's his mission in life. I don't know. But I think he should know better. He should know better. The more you keep rolling the dice, the more chances it is for you to crap out. Now, you keep rolling the dice and you keep coming up seven, you keep coming up seven, you keep coming up seven. Then when you finally do crap out, it's something major. And I think that's the rule of averages that caught up with him and said, you know, you've been out here, you making video, audio tapes and you slapping and you letting everybody hear. So to prevent, you know, you don't want nobody to think that you gay. So you need, oh yeah, you hear me, I'm clapping cheeks, you know. so now you in a situation where, okay, we know you like clapping cheeks, and you done said so, and we got audio footage of this woman talking about, I didn't want you to put it in my butt, and you put it in my butt. You know what I mean? So it's like, bruh, you done told on yourself, pimping. You done told on yourself.
How is this what we talking about?
What we talking about?
like I'm not, you know, I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make my fair share of mistakes.
That's bizarre.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that. It's just I'm looking at like, okay, first and foremost, okay, so it's Friday night. We vibing.
That's why I'm on the couch. I'm vibing.
So first and foremost, like, man, I didn't always thought I was the shit.
I'll just say I have always been confident in me.
Right. You feel me? Like, no, you couldn't. No. I ain't been act like that. No, I ain't. No. Like, I've been me for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was Gerald up until I graduated high school. When I joined the Marine Corps, Theo. I ain't been Gerald since then. I don't even know who that is. Because I know. What's your name? Theo. Theo what? Theo. No, like, you see? Gerald sounds so damn old. Gerald.
Hey, Gerald the Bird.
He had, but see, he was doing the pop, go my mind. So he had that. No, I wasn't gonna compete with that. No, he good. Gerald. He got that. Theo. Theo what? Yeah, we finna have a conversation now. So I'm sitting up and saying to myself, I ain't no bitch Shannon Sharp. I ain't never been that big. I ain't never ran that fast. I ain't never played in the NFL. I don't know what that's like. I ain't never been able to, doing a game, go over to the sideline, know the cameras is rolling, and say, hey, y'all need to sit in the National Guard because we is whooping their ass. They need help. Like, my dude is him. He him. I ain't finna act like that. He him. So with you being him, why we here? Why we even in this position? Because you ain't got to be. Because I ain't never been you, and I ain't never had to do what you did.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe I don't know, maybe the money and the allure of being, you know, I don't know.
You supposed to just put a.
Go ahead.
You supposed to put on your nicest clothes, your best cologne. Pick one of them cars you got in the driveway. Call a few of your homeboys. Tell them y'all finna ride out. That's what you say. Where y'all going? Wherever. You get there, y'all pull up. You smell nice. You do. They see you when you walk in that damn thing. You can't hide. you can't hide. You can't hide. Just pull up and sit down. You will be able to pick. I know. I'm telling you what I know. You'll be able to pick. You'll be able to pick and choose. Yeah, you will. You and whatever you want, you'll be able to have a conversation right then, right there. What your expectations are? Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. Yeah, it's possible. he ain't gotta be here. He ain't gotta be here. Damn.
Yeah, and see that, bro. Here's the thing. Do people understand that in some instances, OnlyFans ain't no different than like pimping? You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. See,
Woo!
I have.
I'm right there with you. Right there.
It is. You get somebody talking to you and y'all have a conversation and blah 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 and this that and the other and it's like it's real. It's like it's real like a date, but it ain't.
But I'm
When it
gonna
get to
tell
the
you
part,
why.
when it get to the part where you want Cookie to be involved, then she like ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. Oh, and you doing it. You just got pimped.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm confused at it. That's what I said. I'm gonna tell you why I'm confused at it. Because she said some stuff. One, I don't know what his definition of a big butt is, but my definition and his definition clearly ain't the same damn thing. Cause that's not $25,000 a cheek. That's no, she overcharged. That's it though. That's it. I'm trying to figure out because I'm like, okay, they used to have this thing, and you remember this, back pages, where you go to the back page, whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, my thing is, and you know what, you folks, no, it's women. Go to the club, they want the same thing you want. Come on now, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? It's women leave a house looking for the same thing you want. You just got to make sure you are whom they want it for. That's it. You just need to be the one they want it from. That's it. They don't want to lie. They don't want the sob story. They don't even want the attachment. No, they want that men of vision. Just break them off a little bit. Just so you ain't got to pay. Now, this where Darren gonna be like, don't do him like that. Don't do him like that, little brother. No, I'm finna do him like that. If you handling your business like you supposed to, you ain't supposed to be paying. If you putting it down for the crown, what Chris Brown said, I'm gonna put it down. You gonna fall in love.
Let the street gospel say, amen. Yeah, if you on your P's and C's, then you ain't got to worry about. Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why she talking about you paying her. You Shannon Sharp. She should be paying you if you doing what you supposed to be doing.
It's 2025. They gaming, baby.
Man, listen.
Hard. They gaming hard.
He out here endorsing these pills and everything like that.
They catching up for all of them years that they got gamed. They catching up for all of them years they got played. They catching up for all of them years they got broke off and got broke. You know what I'm saying? 2025 is not kind to a brother that's looking for love.
Well, you know what? You know what? Now I could be wrong. But this is what I said to my wife. I said, to a degree, you gotta help folks find some dirt on you. To a degree, you gotta help them. If ain't nothing there, ain't nothing else. You got to help them to a degree. So it's like that's why I'm looking like I don't even want him to be in this because I was like I didn't like what Skip said to him and everything like that. And I was so proud of the fact when Stephen A. Smith scooped him up and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. When the whole thing went down with the audio leakage and everything like that, so like, come on, bro, what we doing? Like, why is this? Come on, man. Come on, like, bro. I heard what he said, but I'm like, bro, me and you been messing with cell phones at the same time, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't never been recorded. Come on. What we doing? What we doing? And then it turned into a deal, a lucrative deal where he had the sponsorship with the erectile dysfunction pill. I'm like, okay, well, you spent the thing for. He did. Go get that money. So I'm like, okay, you turn what could have been a bad into a positive. But I'm like, learn from this and everything like this. You Shannon Sharp. I'm not looking for him to be perfect, But I know you, bro. You him. Like, damn, what you heard. You him. You him. Like, you ain't got to try. You him. And I'm like, I know damn good and well how I feel about me. You shouldn't be in this situation.
Couple comments. Like here, right? Kamoyo say mentally he never grew up. That is definitely a possibility. And in reference to the ladies getting theirs, Charlie Sheen said you're paying them to leave. I don't know about all that. If I say it's time to go and you start talking about that'll be 99, 95, we gonna have some problems. I can tell you right now. So yeah, we paying them.
Hey, boy, listen.
It ain't tricking if you got.
Man, listen, that's why we had that whole discussion at the club. Like, and the thing is, I'm not special. You know how we be. We be at the club, we be having small talk and everything. So what you trying to do? What you trying to do? Well, I mean, I'm trying to.
Hey, say what you trying to do? Hey, you know what? We didn't get a chance to talk about, man, and we need to talk about it, man, before we wrap this thing up here. And it was something you brought up too.
What was that?
Okay. It's about respect. It's about respect. Specifically, do DC fans respect the source material in ways MCU fans don't?
I feel like, yeah, I could be being biased. That could be my feelings and everything like that. But I feel like DC
No,
fans.
we talking about the fans, right?
Right.
Okay.
I feel like they do
make that clear.
I feel like they do have a better respect for the source material. They pushed back on Dwayne Johnson's version of Black Adam. He wasn't respecting the source material. Now, is that to say the actors didn't do a credible job and everything? No. Fans, they said, no, we're not effing with that. They did the same thing with Flashpoint. They ain't support that at all. They ain't even get folks excited for it.
They shouldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, truth be told, they ain't get behind Blue Beetle like that. They like, no. Because there's quite a few fans that are attached, Generation X. We attached to Ted Cord. And they ain't built up Jaime Reyes like that. They've tried, but Jaime Reyes ain't catching on over there like in DC like that. He's just a character. They're going to keep publishing because he taps into a certain demographic that they got access to. But when you look at Justice League Unlimited, Ted Cord is right there with Jaime. They done brought him back. So,
how'd that happen?
I saw how DC fans responded to Batman Forever. Nobody cared for that. That is not. It's not what that is.
Well,
and DC fans can tell you stuff about the comic books MCU fans can't be bothered to.
So DC fans prefer a meal where MCU fans like fast food.
I'm gonna say by and large. Like, even when I look at the Snyder cut, I know who was satisfied with it. That was comic book fans. They didn't want what they had before. Like both like, oh no, Snyder fan. I don't think fans of a writer can get a movie greenlit. No, that's a large demographic that's complaining about something. And you know, if you put it out there, damn near 3-hour movie. Who said that movie failed?
Well,
who's saying that ain't even the better version? Comic book fans over there at DC, they gonna want you to get it right.
That movie was made 100%. Well, I ain't gonna say 100%, but I say it was made with the fan in mind, to give the fan a degree of authenticity that the director felt they deserved. So in that aspect, yeah, I haven't seen a director's cut of anything Marvel.
DC fans be on that ass. If you put out a DC animation, don't stray too far from what happened in the comics. What did they do? They lit up this 3-part movie that they had, Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
Comic book fan went off. What the hell is this? Y'all could have kept this.
Yeah.
They couldn't appease nobody with that damn. That was the comic book fan. Because they being very, very specific about what they didn't like about them movie. This ain't got a damn thing to do with Crisis on Infinite Earth. So.
It's kind of like, okay, if I take an Oreo cookie and I scoop everything out the middle, except for like a little bitty ding corner of cream filling, and then get that to you and say, dunk that in your milk, and you like, I can't. You like, why? There ain't nothing in it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times MCUs like that empty Oreo. You know, it's like they think, okay, I got the outside. I got the cookie part. Okay, but you got to understand there's another very important component to an Oreo. Otherwise, it's just a fucking shortbread cookie. You know, so you have to put that filling in there to fill everything out. And so that I know this is truly, oh, an Oreo cookie. That's how I know it's a cookie. It got that filling in the middle. An MCU movie is supposed to have that filling in the middle. It's not, they give you some of the filling. They give you a little bit of the filling here and there, but you never truly, I have yet to have the Iron Man experience again. Okay? And this is what I mean by that. Iron Man was like, I felt like I was reading a damn comic book.
Yeah.
When I was watching Iron Man, I felt like I was reading a comic book. And that's the experience you want with a comic-based movie.
Can we say this? Let me interject this. Iron Man was not a 1-for-1 adaptation. What did you just say? How did you feel about Iron Man again?
I still felt like I was reading a comic.
Oh, okay. I just want to make, I felt like we need to clarify that for folks, you know, hey, not, wow, look at that. Iron Man. They didn't feel like he was reading a comic book.
Yeah, so with Iron Man, they understood the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Executed it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there were movies in that phase that I enjoyed. There were movies in that phase that I thought, hell, that's great. But they never hit me like that first Iron Man movie hit me. It was like, damn, that, okay. That's what you should have been doing. That's what you should have been doing with Captain America. That's what you should have been doing with all them other characters that y'all put out. You know what I'm saying? You would have got that. You would have connected. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
I think
you would have connected with your viewers on a way more personal level, and they would have been you'd have had way more of us still rocking with you.
I think if I go back and I look at, piggybacking off of what you just said, and I look at the Iron Man movie, you said, it felt like you were reading a comic book. Well, if I go back to the Iron Man movie and I think about my Iron Man origin story, there weren't too many opportunities missed. It's like they damn near dotted every I, damn near crossed every T. And then when you make that statement, you have as of yet to get that experience again. I say, well, okay. Thor, Loki, Asgard, Heimdall made it throwing him off. Who was cast as Heimdall? Dr. David Bruce Banner, that really wasn't played up to the way that he probably would have wanted it played up, considering there's supposed to be a cane involved somewhere, a dude that's limping that's supposed to be his alter ego. So an opportunity miss. Yeah, we got his name on the badge, Donald Blake, but that ain't a payoff for him. It ain't. And then if I go to Captain America, First Avenger, I'm gonna look at, well, you got the Howling Commandos, but you got no Nick Fury. You showing me Jim Hammond, but I ain't got no invaders and he ain't doing nothing. And if he's a comic book fan, he's probably looking at this as an opportunity missed. Whereas he didn't have those opportunities that were missed in Iron Man. You feel what I'm saying? Even if we look at the Avengers movie, yeah, you liked it, but you're probably saying, where's Janet and Hank? Like, that's
That
I
was
understand it, but
that was mainly it. Otherwise, most of it, I'm like, okay, I get how y'all doing it. You bringing them together, because of Loki. That's pretty much the only core element that you kept from Avengers #1 is that they all getting together because of the machinations of Loki. Other than that, the how and when is just askewed, because any Avengers fan worth their weight knows Captain America didn't come along to issue 4. And so the Avengers had already been formed for 3 issues before Captain America even joined. But we getting him off the bat. Okay, I can rock with that because the movie. Y'all want to do, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get on that. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back and you look and you find yourself having to give passes about a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to keep telling yourself, and I shouldn't have to. I should have to keep telling myself, oh, this is the 1/9 Quad 9 universe. This isn't my universe. This is just a bunch of stuff based on my universe. And that tells me the only reason, and it's just like what Paul Martin said in this comment right here. The only reason they did it was to make money. I know that's what you're supposed to do, but at least, take me to dinner and a movie before you start trying to get at me. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. So I'm wrong for wanting T'Challa to be the one responsible for the Avengers having a Quinjet. I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for that. Like, I'm wrong because I want the brother to get his credit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. When you take everything out of canon, you take things out of context. And they ain't understand it that when you start, messing with canon willy-nilly, oh, Black Panther makes his premiere in this universe before the Fantastic Four? Wait, this universe's Black Panther is dead before he gets a chance to even meet a Fantastic Four. All right, it's a different universe. It's a different universe. Okay, that different universe stuff is why you ain't making no money.
Hey,
or not making the money you want to make.
It ain't that many Black Panther fans out there, because ain't no Black Panther fan going on with that bullshit.
Hey.
Because you know, and you know why I'm able to say that? Because you not finna give nobody credit for what Bruce do. I don't give a damn what universe it is. If Bruce did it, Bruce did it.
That part, but you sure giving Bruce credit for some shit he didn't do. And Tony, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heaping Reed Richards level intellect on Tony Stark. And he's good, but he ain't that cat. Even Tony Stark can tell you he deferred to Reed Richards.
Man, you see, it's got me stuttering because I'll be like, because it ain't stuff. I don't want to think that I know it just because I know it. I want to think I know it because I read it. Okay, well, it's Reed. Okay, well, who else, Theo, is it? It's the dude that Reed said is his peer. No differently than the third smartest dude in the DC universe is who they say the third smartest dude is. Okay, well, who after that? You can go back and forth between Hank and Tony, but I'm probably going to go with Tony. And then Hank.
Tony ain't even a scientist.
Right. He's an engineer.
And at one point, Hank Pym was referred to as the scientist supreme. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bump Tony down even further.
See? And because I know that, right? Because I know that, what am I finna say? It ain't like you ain't say something I didn't know. So what you say makes sense. I say, man, I don't believe people are fans like they claim to be fans, not like DC fans. DC fans did not like Batman versus Superman. Or Batman versus Superman. They ain't caring for that bullshit.
Well, they went off the rails.
Right.
They took the canon. They took the canon and played with it in ways that the fans did not approve of.
Man, what is this bullshit? That is not Doom. I know damn good well y'all didn't make Doom out of Zod. That ain't what y'all did. See, y'all trying that gangster. Y'all didn't cram like 4-5 different storylines in one damn movie.
Cause see what I was thinking Bizarro. Maybe he gonna be a Bizarro or something. Cause he was, I'm like, wait a minute, wait. And then he started growing spikes. I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be Doomsday? How Doomsday get made out of General Zod? I understand.
Bro, this is what I did. I looked at it like this. I said, so let's see if I got this right. You finna give me The Dark Knight Returns, Death of Superman, Justice League 1.
I'm gonna give you all that bang for your buck. No, you're trying to do too much. You're trying to do too much. You overcooked the grits, literally overcooked the grits.
Hey, that's what the sad part. I'm sitting there like, oh, you gonna put all this in one movie, huh? Why?
That part.
What?
Yeah, dig.
Listen, I know we shocking folks. They be like, damn, they read comics for real. Yeah, we do.
I thought they knew.
Damn, three storylines in one damn movie. God, Lee don't do that.
Yeah, that was the problem mainly. But look here, man. What you got on deck for the weekend?
Well,
I know you know it's Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day. So here's what's gonna happen Mother's Day. I'm gonna knock on wood. God willing. Me and the missus, the family, we're going to the movies. Me and the missus will take that opportunity to see Sinners. I will take that opportunity to do an immediate out the movie review. Let folks know, hey, checked it out, loved it. You know, I don't believe I'm gonna say I didn't love it. That's not what I believe. I believe I'm gonna say I enjoyed it.
I don't think you're gonna say you didn't love it either.
Right. So we're gonna do that. And then there's another movie that came out. I think it came out this weekend. I'm not sure. It might be like on the 15th or something like that. But it's a movie with quite a few black actors in it. It's an action movie.
That the one with Omar Sy and Kerry Washington?
Yeah.
I think it's called Thunder Force or something like that.
Is it? Did it come out this Friday?
Hey, give me a second. I can look it up right now.
I want to jump on that. I want to jump
good.
on that. Probably might make it a double feature if at all possible. But definitely want to jump on that and everything like that. Want to start getting some movie reviews in, you know, and it'll be the movies that I like and everything like that. So yes, my review of Sinners will be late, but I will be doing a review of Sinners.
Yeah. Shadow Force is currently in the theaters.
Oh yes, yeah. So I gotta make it do what it's gonna do with that one. And I know I finished the script in regards to Storm issue 8. So that'll definitely be coming our way tomorrow. Storm issue 8. And I'm working on Bitterroot, New Beat, issue 2. I'm in the process of working on that.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely Storm issue 8 will be coming our way tomorrow. And like I said, folks check me out on the live and everything like that. I'm gonna be fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fair to what's going on. So, you know, at the end of the day, folks can't say I ain't fair. I'm not writing a book. I'm just reporting the news.
That part. And I mean, and that's where I'm trying to keep it every now and then. I'll be able to slide in there. But I mean, if you like it, such is the unique perspective of a critic.
What you got?
I got an exclusive on Space Ghost number 12 from David Pepos. He sent me a digital copy of it. It doesn't drop in the stores until the 14th of May.
Okay.
So and it's cool for me to drop it as long as I'm dropping it in the same format that I always drop my reviews in. So y'all can get a sneak preview of Space Ghost number 12 this weekend before it hits the comic book store. Pull up, see your boy do that.
Hey! Whoa! You say before the comic book store?
Yeah.
So that must gonna be for members only.
Well, those that like when he was on X, he was like people that want to sign on, you know, like content providers want to sign on and get material, hit me up. And I hit him up. And
I'm saying like for your folks that's rocking with you, like, is that gonna be available to the general audience? I don't know necessarily if it should be available.
I can make it available but he always says when in the email when he sends it, he doesn't have an embargo on when we
gonna talk. We gonna talk.
Yeah, for sure. That, and then also, like I told y'all earlier today, I'm working on some stuff with Concrete Comics. And I just put it like this: we in talks. We got some things in the works, and we talking right now. But after everything's said and done, I think I will have some nice stuff to bring to y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that. Yeah, this has been the vibe, y'all. We done vibed out. This was a good vibe, man. I enjoyed it because I like the flow of it. It flowed real nice. And I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. You feel me? That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. D-Real. That's Theo. This has been Friday Vibin, and we gonna holler at you when we holler at you. Peace.